Good morning, everyone. My name is Matt Roberts. I work for SOPEC, the Sustainable Ohio Public Energy Council. I'm stepping in today for Green Energy Ohio to speak and to introduce the fourth day of the statewide electric vehicle tour. We're here in Southeast Ohio, and we're starting our tour today in Logan, Ohio, the gateway to the Hocking Hills. I'm here this morning in Logan City Chambers, and we're going to be discussing, to start the day at least, discussing Logan's shift to electric vehicles, starting with their police department and getting Teslas for their police operations. SOPEC's role in this has been minimal, but we're really excited to see one of our member communities in Logan taking this step forward and thinking about electric vehicles and further other clean energy technologies. SOPEC provided a little over $6,000 in community grant funds for the installation of the Tesla wall connectors. And from there, there's a lot more that other folks are going to say, and I'm going to introduce the chief so that he can share the story of Logan's shift to electric vehicles. So thank you all for joining.
Yeah, okay. Apparently I'm moving up here. I'm Chief Milliger with Logan Police Department. About a year ago, myself and the captain were in the process of trying to find a way to streamline our fleet management system, become more fiscally responsible for the taxpayers. And through that process, we contracted with Jeremy Baldwin at Enterprise Fleet Management, and they essentially are taking over our fleet management system. So through that process, Mr. Baldwin explained that they were now able to provide Teslas to municipalities and things of that nature. So we decided, after crunching some numbers, looking at the benefits, we decided that a Tesla program here at the city with a Logan Police Department would be a good fit. Through that process, we went to Tesla, the dealership in Columbus, did a test drive, myself and the captain. They were very nice and let us have one for about 45 minutes to drive around Columbus, and it was amazing. Oh, yeah. So after we finished that process, we continued with Enterprise, and ultimately purchased two Model Y Teslas for our initial group. If things go well, obviously we'll add more to that in the coming years. But after we did that, we contracted with Michael Benson at Command Consulting as an energy consultant, and he's assisting the city of Logan with different initiatives, and I will let him explain those further here shortly. But if I could, I'd like to go ahead and turn it over to Mr. Baldwin with Enterprise Fleet Management.
Yep. Thanks, Chief. One of the things that we're excited about with Enterprise Fleet Management is the forward-thinking future that City of Logan has. Now, as a fleet management company, we're a division of the rental car company. We partner with majority of government entities and help them figure out how do they get more green in their initiatives, how do they drive down costs with their existing fleet of vehicles that they have, for all departments in general. But for here at the City of Logan, we are starting with their police department because that was their biggest need. And we're really excited to provide great value and analysis and recommendations and really show them that the Tesla is the way to go versus what they've been spending on their internal combustion engine cruisers. And we really had the infrastructure in place to have the company that's going to upfit them here locally in Columbus build the first global Model Y police cruiser. So we're hoping that's going to be done here in the next month or two and have that live for everyone to see. So very excited to be part of this. Again, we work with all government entities to help them figure out what's the best vehicle, best green initiative for them. And Michael Benson here can really dive into more detail on that infrastructure, on how do you support hybrids, how do you support electrical. So thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy. Again, my name is Michael Benson. I am a retired fire chief from Command Consulting and a member of Green Energy Ohio, going on this tour around the state Thank you to Matt from SOPEC for all the introductions, and Chief Mellinger and Jeremy Baldwin from Enterprise, and of course there's actually a representative here from Tesla. But I also want to be remiss to not thank the mayor, Greg Fraunfelter, the service director, council members, the fire chief, even though he's almost ready to retire, for welcoming me down to help them out with the infrastructure necessary for a municipality to switch to electric vehicles. A municipal fleet is different than any other type of fleet. I'm sure Jeremy is the kind of expert now dealing with those types of things. But they need to have a charger that they can rely on 24/7, 365, not like me where I park my car at night and it's in my garage and in the morning it's full. They need that charged right away when they need it charged, even on a hot sunny day. And using the grid, that would stress the grid too much, and we don't want to mess up our grid. So we want to build microgrids or infrastructure in a city that will actually provide a fast charger for the city to use. That's what we're working on for the city of Logan. They are lucky they have 2 chargers and connectors that the SOPEC folks put in for them that will take care of their cars today. But as they add more and more vehicles, they're going to need more infrastructure. The best part is that infrastructure offsets energy costs, which saves taxpayer dollars. And when you switch to an electric vehicle, it's a less expensive vehicle. We estimate some thousands of dollars of savings annually on each car. And when you start charging those cars off of the solar panels that you have in your city, you're literally driving on sunshine, so you don't have to buy fuel. So that saves taxpayer dollars 3 different ways, and it's a good investment for the city. It can be done also with commercial and industrial and businesses in town that want to do these kind of things, and they can all recoup that savings. So thank you to Green Energy Ohio for doing this tour. We did this 10 years ago where we drove a car around the state to prove it would work. Now we get to do it and show all the changes it's been in the last 10 years. And I'm happy because I drove my Tesla from Northeast Ohio all the way down here and parked over at Worthington of Logan. Thank you for letting me plug in at their charger here in downtown Logan, Ohio. And hopefully we'll have a lot more charging available, especially for mission critical fleets like police, fire, EMS, snowplows that have to get out at 4 o'clock in the morning. So they can all need a charge that they need to have over the next 5 to 20 years when all this stuff changes and we go more electric.
Yep.
That is it for today, unless anybody else.
No,
Did I catch everybody?
I think so.
Maybe. Oh, Service Director Walker, I just met with him last week. We're pretty excited to see what we can do for him. As Jeremy mentioned, the large vehicles going electric is kind of a new thing, but even there, we're looking at trying to get them savings when they switch to an electric truck that plows the snow. So thank you very much, and I think the next stop is Athens, Ohio.
Yeah, I can say a few words to
We'll turn the last over to Matt. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, you've heard Logan's story. Tesla's for the police force. It's a really exciting thing and a lot of firsts in the state, if not the country, in these developments. So I just wanted to give a brief recap of or overview of what's going to be coming for the Southeast Ohio statewide tour. At 1 o'clock, we'll be at the Athens Water Treatment Plant. Going to be exploring the City of Athens' solar plant and microgrid installation. At 2 o'clock, we're going to go to the Athens City Pool and Community Center to talk with the mayor about municipal fleets as well and the City of Athens' mission towards electrification. We'll see a DC fast charger that's available for public use. Then we'll finish our day at Little Fish Brewery around 5 p.m. Many of folks that are here locally will be joining just to continue the conversation. There's an electric vehicle charger there and solar at that brewery operation. So we're very excited that you're joining us today, and special thanks from all, especially Green Energy Ohio, for hosting this. Thank you.